right. Good morning. Welcome to Southwest Flavor. Happy Tuesday to everyone. Today we'll be talking with Garrett Case of Steamy Concepts.
Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing, man?
Good.
Haven't seen you for a while.
It's been a bit.
Yeah. You live way out on the other side of the world in what we call Vail.
Yeah, exactly. The other side of the world.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But thank you for coming all the way over here on early Tuesday morning.
And that wasn't too bad. Had to help my wife get the kids ready for school for a little bit, and then all freeway pretty much from there. So it wasn't too bad.
We're just talking that Vail starts so early. They start in July?
Yeah, most people, I think, most kids started school yesterday. Right?
Yesterday, yeah. I think TUSD started yesterday.
Yeah, so Vail started about a month ago, maybe.
Wow, okay.
Maybe 6 weeks ago, so.
And then they have like a couple extra weeks of vacation during the school year?
Yeah. Rodeo break is like 2 weeks, and there's like a couple other times where it's, 2-week breaks, and we already had last Monday, the kids had the day off, so. Okay. Yeah, there's all these little random days that they get off to kind of make up for it. So,
do you feel that that's better for the kids, just so that they don't have that huge layoff where they, forget some of the stuff that they're learning?
Yeah, I think it's good and bad. I mean, there's like I went to Saguaro for 2 years, and then I went to Cienega for 2 years. So I went to both TUSD and the Vail School District, and it kind of stunk while some of my friends were all playing basketball still. I had to go back to school, but it does help quite a bit with,
You just retain more.
Yeah, exactly. So
I could see that. Mm-hmm. I could see that, definitely.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about Steamy Concepts.
Yeah, Steamy Concepts been around for 28 years now.
Wow.
Matt and Lori Horn started it, and started just one single, he doesn't like me saying beat up van because he took a lot of pride in it, but a little beat up van that he kind of
just him, right?
Yeah, and it was like that for a little while.
I can relate to that.
And
that's how I started.
Now I think we have over 100 employees now.
Wow.
So being able to grow that from him, just one van, to over 100 employees is pretty remarkable.
That's amazing. Yeah. Just having 100 employees is something just to manage that part.
Yeah. I feel for him. So but I mean, he started off with just the carpet cleaning business, him and Lori, and then gradually he kept getting calls about water damage. Yeah. And he kept referring it out, and they weren't really, the people that he was referring to weren't really taking care of his clients the way that he really thought they should be taken care of.
Sure.
So he's like, you know what, I'm just going to learn how to do this, and ended up doing that. And I think the water damage side's been in business for 20 years now.
Oh, wow.
So,
okay.
We're up and running.
Yeah.
So.
And how long have you been with Steamy?
8 years.
Okay.
Off and on for a couple months.
Yeah.
So, but eight, gonna be 9 years in October. So
man,
been there for a long time.
Yeah. That's a really good time. So you must love it. I mean, definitely it's something that, I mean, it not only feeds your family, but just, the character of the company is something that fits you, and,
it does.
You love being there.
I do. And it's nice, just like you guys, it's a locally owned and operated business.
Right.
So there's so many advantages to working for, a locally owned and operated
You're not
business.
answering to just numbers for someone in Colorado or Michigan or something.
We're actually people.
Yeah.
So we're not just you didn't hit budget this week. You didn't do this.
Right.
And Matt and Lori do a great job of getting to know a lot of the employees and really caring about them. So yeah.
So we have this thing. Right now, it's just a. It's not real yet. It's called the monsoon.
I've heard of it.
Yeah.
I think we had one last year.
We had one last year. Yeah. We had a pretty big storm last July that really tore through the whole west side of Tucson and through Marana.
Yeah.
Did a lot of damage, a lot of water damage and roof damage.
Yeah.
So if we get some storms this year, hopefully, I mean, it's a big if, what should people do if they have some kind of water damage or storm damage?
Yeah, first thing I would say, give us a call. I mean, this is something that we deal with every single day. This is what homeowners deal with, hopefully, knock on wood, once in a lifetime.
Yeah.
So we can kind of walk the homeowner through the process. So we can call file the claim for the homeowner. We can call the insurance company. let them know, we work with all insurance companies.
Yeah.
So we use Xactimate, so the same software all the the adjusters use.
Okay.
So there's not much of a pricing discrepancy, if any.
Yeah.
And with that, we've built a good relationship with a lot of insurance companies. So we get out there, we kind of assess the damage. One of our project managers get out there. We have 4, and then we have 2 always on call.
Okay.
So
24 hours a day. So if a huge monsoon came through tonight at midnight, tore half of someone's roof off and got a bunch of water into their house.
Yeah, give us a call.
Give you a call at 2 a.m.
Yep, we always have someone that's willing to help.
Right.
We always have someone on call. We usually have one project manager always answering the calls, and then we have 2 demo techs to come out there and start the work right away, because that's the crucial part, is starting the work right away.
Right.
So, but yeah, we get out there with our project managers. We assess the damage. We walk the homeowner through the process. We get couple of our demo techs to go out there, start demoing. We set up equipment, and then the next day we come in and we kind of do like a moisture meter. So we check to see, what we're doing is working, how dry it is, and kind of go from there. So usually dry time is typically between 3 to 5 days.
Yeah.
So depending on...
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, depending on the humidity and depending on how wet it is and a couple other factors. So
yeah. I've known people where, in one instance, I knew people that had a 2-story house and went to bed for the night, came down the next morning, and their washer, the hose for their washing machine had burst, filled the whole downstairs with like 3 or 4 inches of water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. With that, I mean, since we are a carpet cleaning company as well, it's a different side of the company, but we always have one of the carpet cleaners always on call as well to extract everything.
Yeah. Okay.
So we get out there with our carpet vehicles and
usually in a situation like that, can you save a carpet?
Not typically. If it's that soaked.
Yeah.
But we extract it. All that water needs to come out. So
I'm sure it's holding a lot of water.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And then getting there as soon as possible to kind of help that it doesn't, turn into the big M word,
Yes.
The
word that no one's allowed to say.
Exactly. Yes, all of us tradespeople.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But it's amazing. I've spent a lot of time with you guys over the years, and it's amazing if you have that water sitting there against your drywall, that moisture is going to start going up the wall. And no one thinks about that.
Yeah. No, I mean, that's why it's so crucial to give us a call like right when it happens.
Yeah.
So to kind of help with that, you don't want it, like you said, keep going up and up and up.
Yeah.
So, and
then that drywall would hold that moisture in for a long time, right?
Yeah.
And then it could turn into different things, growth.
Yeah, exactly. So,
not allowed to say the M word.
Yeah, exactly. So, but if you do have the M word, we do. Yeah. we do mold remediation. So,
okay.
Yeah.
You guys are certified in that?
We are.
Yeah.
All of our project managers and demo techs are.
Yeah.
So they know what they're doing. You don't want me out there, but
but mold it's a bad thing. It really is.
Yeah, it can affect it affects everyone differently. So I mean, we've had some. It's really scary because like older people and children, that's like the big issues.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the effects can be really, really damaging.
Yeah, and I'm not a mold expert. I'm not certified or anything, but I know just from working out in the field that a lot of times it could be from like a leak in the wall. So it's a long leak that there's been moisture inside the wall that no one knew about.
Yep.
Until finally, they discover that moisture, or maybe they dig into the wall for another issue and they find out that it's covered in growth.
Yep. Yeah. Or even it gets so bad that it starts growing on the outside. So,
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, mold can grow within 24 to 48 hours. So,
wow.
I mean, it can grow pretty quickly. So if there's like that constant little leak, there's a good chance that it's going to be growing. So
yeah, we go, in our business, we follow a lot of leaks. So, and most of the time it's something that bursts. And so it's a sudden. Quick, leak. Yeah. And we can get it taken care of pretty quick. But yeah, there is definitely also those leaks that have been there for a long time, and create a lot more problems.
Absolutely. Yep.
And then, so you guys have your team that comes out and rips everything out, but then you have another team also that can go in and put everything back together.
Yeah, part of another company that's under the Steamy umbrella is Royalty Renovation. So our sister company. They've been around for, I think, 16 of those years.
Wow. Okay.
So they do all of our putback. So typically after the first day or second day, we get one of our estimators from Royalty Renovation to go out there. They do an estimate and work with send it over to the insurance adjuster to kind of speed up the process.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, what's great about working with Steamy is everything's under one roof.
Right.
So,
right.
You know,
and you guys already know how each other works.
Yep.
Yeah. Actually. So you pretty much know, and the guys that are tearing stuff out kind of know what to tear out, like how to tear it out. So that's a little bit easier to put stuff back together.
It is. And with, like, if we didn't have Royalty Renovation and Steamy Concepts working together, you wouldn't really know. The estimators would have to go and do a lot more kind of legwork to get everything correct. As with Steamy has all the measurements already done. We have all the pictures already done. So it kind of speeds up the process.
Yeah.
So
that is a better process. And then if you're working with different contractors every time, you're not sure how they're going to do the job.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
And if there's any issues or anything, we take care of it right away in house.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's good. That's good.
Yeah, it's a nice little business. Though.
Yeah. And the royalty is part of the 100 employees.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I always lump the Steamy Concepts umbrella. So
right.
Yeah, we got the carpet cleaning side, the damage restoration side, and then Royalty Renovation. So
wow.
Yep.
Busy. It's a busy place.
It's a very, very busy over there. So it's nice, though. I mean, it's nice to have everything all under one roof. So there's not as many issues with the communication. So
right.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, with that, let's take a quick break. We will be back in just a couple minutes with Southwest Flavor.
In Marana, community isn't just where we live, it's who we are. And at the heart of it all is the Marana Chamber of Commerce. We are building a thriving community through connected business leadership. We start the month bright and early with Marana Mornings, sparking real conversations and connections. We celebrate growing networks at our 4th Tuesday mixers, hosted in exciting spaces. We unite visionaries and leaders at Impact Marana, driving meaningful progress together. We look ahead with Marana Insights, hearing directly from regional voices about what's next for our town. And we serve, through the passion of our board of directors and ambassadors, creating a culture of belonging through service and leadership. Because of our members, we're not just doing more, we're becoming more. Together, we're shaping the future of Marana. We are the Marana Chamber of Commerce.
Looking for a delicious meal or a place to cater your next event? Visit Tucson Tamale Market, located at 7286 North Oracle Road. They're a family-friendly restaurant and market offering authentic tamales and local products. Don't miss out on their summer bi-weekly specials. Try a new $10.99 meal special every couple of weeks. During the summer, enjoy their gift card special. Buy $50 of gift cards for only $40. Stop by and see what's new at Tucson Tamale Market.
Estrella Insurance on Irvington Road will help you with all your insurance needs. If you feel like you have a hard case due to a moving violation, a DUI, a suspended license or a car accident, contact us and come to Estrella Insurance on Irvington Road and get a quote today. Open late hours y hablamos español. Estrella Insurance, an agency you can trust.
My heat and air were in a state of disrepair.
The monsoon season is here, and Pixrock's Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing wants you to beat the heat and keep cool all summer long. Now through the end of August, we are offering a $49 diagnostic special. Our highly trained AC technicians are ready to battle the intense summer heat, so you don't have to. Call us at 520-492-0748 or PictureRocksCooling.com.
Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating and Plumbing.
Therapeutic Ranch for Animals and Kids is an inclusive community empowered and united by the strength of the human-animal bond.
It taught me responsibility. It taught me kindness and social interaction.
We have programs for every member of our community.
I love track because I have 2 daughters. We come out here and get all of our energy out.
Track is my home away from home.
You can make a donation or even become a monthly donor.
Thank you for supporting Track, Tucson's Ranch. We hope to see you here soon.
I've had water and mold damage in my house twice. Both times I freaked out, but I called Steamy Concepts right away. If anyone tries to tell you to use someone else, just say no way and call Steamy today.
About a year ago, we had a flood in our kitchen, and we didn't think to call anyone else but Steamy Concepts. They were very professional, and we really enjoyed working with Steamy Concepts.
Steamy Concepts accepts all homeowners insurance. Call Steamy today or go to steamyconcepts.com. All
right, we are back right after the Steamy Concepts commercial.
Yeah, convenient.
Yeah. It was like his place there.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about carpet cleaning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like right now, our deal for carpet cleaning is $45 a room.
Okay.
It's kind of the sale right now, but the really good sale is the 2 rooms for $99 for tile cleaning.
Okay.
A lot of people are making the transition from carpet to tile, especially here in Arizona.
Right.
But a lot of times people forget that you should have your tile cleaned every year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you don't think it's as dirty, but that grout keeps a hold of
it does
a lot of nastiness.
It does.
So,
yeah.
So our process, kind of what we do is we come in there, we spray our pre-treatment on there.
Okay.
We come in and we scrub the grout lines manually. And then after that, we come in with our truck mounted steam clean and extract everything out of there. So it cleans the grout and the tile. So
I bet, man, we had a rental house that we didn't clean the kitchen tile for a long time until the people moved out. And it was amazing, the before and after. You know, it was like a brand new kitchen.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of times people buy a new house and they think the grout lines are dark, and then we come in and we clean that tile and grout, and it's tan grout lines.
Oh wow!
So, yeah, it's funny because you can kind of see, you know, if you move your fridge or something like that, you can kind of see what the grout lines should look like,
right,
compared to where
there's no traffic.
Yeah,
exactly.
So, I mean,
so that's another thing. I mean, if you're buying a house and it's 20, 30, 40-year-old house, it probably would be a good idea.
Oh, for sure.
To have you guys come in and clean all the tile and the grout.
Yeah, especially right before you move in.
Yeah.
With everything open.
Right.
Clean it kind of like
especially if you're going to have little kids crawling around, babies, your puppy dogs, whatever.
Yep. And that's another thing too.
Just kind of start new, start fresh.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, people don't think about it with your kids, you know, crawling on the floor, but like I said, that grout line, they keep a lot of nastiness.
It just
in there,
holds a lot of stuff in there.
It's like a pore, you know.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it is. Yeah, because the grout is kind of porous, right? Yeah.
So yeah, and then after we clean it, we can always seal the grout lines, which helps a lot.
Okay.
So, you'll see a difference with, like, we just recently got our grout lines sealed after we got it cleaned, and my wife made the comment about how much easier it is to clean the grout lines.
Yeah, because there's like a barrier on there now, right?
Yep.
So you can just wipe stuff off.
Wipe it off.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, with tile and grout, it kind of like we have the 2 rooms for $99. But depending on the grout, depending on the tile. So if it's like Saltillo or Travertine, it might be a little different.
Yeah.
So we always go out there and we do free estimates.
Okay.
So.
All right. And then you guys also do, which I didn't know, you do commercial carpet cleaning.
We do. We've been doing a lot of commercial cleaning right now. A lot of businesses don't really think about getting their carpet cleaned until, some kid spills some Coca-Cola on the ground,
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's another one that I would get it cleaned every year. We do a lot of hotels, which they clean typically 2 to 4 times a year. I mean, they have their own guys that do, just the little mobile ones, but a deep cleaning. A lot of hotels clean it like every 2 to 4 times a year. So
that makes sense. I'm sure that you guys are probably in like churches and different places like that where there's a lot of traffic. It's not every day, but there's a lot of traffic 2 or 3 days out of the week.
Exactly. Yeah. We just did a big church that was like 6,000 square foot.
Oh, wow.
Big open area. So, we do free estimates on those. So, we can always go out there and take a look. I think right now we're actually doing an estimate for La Paloma. So, hopefully we get that one. So,
So. Definitely. So how do people get a hold of you guys if they need carpet cleaning or restoration services?
Yeah. So like we talked about, we're always 24 hours, 7 days a week, but 520-903-1200, or go to steamyconcepts.com. We have a form on there for to schedule for carpet, tile, grout cleaning.
Okay.
And then also for damage restoration. You can also we call someone back like right away after we get that form.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it comes to whoever's on call to their phone. Yeah.
Yep. So a couple different ways you can get a hold of us.
Yeah.
So
very good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Of course, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
And next time we can talk about chupacabras, skinwalkers.
We will. We're going to save that conversation for next time.
Go.
All right. We are going to go to a quick sponsor break. We will be back in just a couple minutes with Southwest Flavor.
In Marana, community isn't just where we live, it's who we are. And at the heart of it all is the Marana Chamber of Commerce. We are building a thriving community through connected business leadership. We start the month bright and early with Marana Mornings, sparking real conversations and connections. We celebrate growing networks at our 4th Tuesday mixers, hosted in exciting spaces. We unite visionaries and leaders at Impact Marana, driving meaningful progress together. We look ahead with Marana Insights, hearing directly from regional voices about what's next for our town. And we serve through the passion of our board of directors and ambassadors, creating a culture of belonging through service and leadership. Because of our members, we're not just doing more, we're becoming more. Together, we're shaping the future of Marana. We are the Marana Chamber of Commerce.
Looking for a delicious meal or a place to cater your next event? Visit Tucson Tamale Market, located at 7286 North Oracle Road. They're a family-friendly restaurant and market offering authentic tamales and local products. Don't miss out on their summer bi-weekly specials. Try a new $10.99 meal special every couple of weeks. During the summer, enjoy their gift card special. Buy $50 of gift cards for only $40. Stop by and see what's new at Tucson Tamale Market.
Estrella Insurance on Irvington Road will help you with all your insurance needs. If you feel like you have a hard case due to a moving violation, a DUI, a suspended license or a car accident, contact us and come to Estrella Insurance on Irvington Road and get a quote today. Open late hours y hablamos español. Estrella Insurance, an agency you can trust.
My heat and air were in a state of disrepair.
The monsoon season is here, and Pixrock's Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing wants you to beat the heat and keep cool all summer long. Now through the end of August, we are offering a $49 diagnostic special. Our highly trained AC technicians are ready to battle the intense summer heat so you don't have to. Call us at 520-492-0748 or picturerockscooling.com.
Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating and Plumbing.
Therapeutic Ranch for Animals and Kids is an inclusive community empowered and united by the strength of the human-animal bond.
It taught me responsibility. It taught me kindness and social interaction.
We have programs for every member of our community.
I love track because I have 2 daughters. We come out here and get all of our energy out.
Track is my home away from home.
You can make a donation or even become a monthly donor.
Thank you for supporting Track, Tucson's Ranch. We hope to see you here soon.
I've had water and mold damage in my house twice. Both times I freaked out, but I called Steamy Concepts right away. If anyone tries to tell you to use someone else, just say no way and call Steamy today.
About a year ago, we had a flood in our kitchen, and we didn't think to call anyone else but Steamy Concepts. They were very professional, and we really enjoyed working with Steamy Concepts.
Steamy Concepts accepts all homeowners insurance. Call Steamy today or go to steamyconcepts.com.
All right, we are back, and our next guest is Eli Wnek with Athletes in Action. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing really well. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thank you for coming in today. I appreciate it.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about Athletes in Action. I don't know if a lot of people know what that is.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Athletes in Action is a Christian ministry, and we serve in college and professional, with college athletic departments and professional teams across the country.
Oh, I didn't know that you're involved with the professional teams also.
Well, I'm not. So I serve here in Southern Arizona with the University of Arizona, obviously, in our NCAA athletic department. Also serve in our adaptive and Paralympic athletic department.
Oh, wow. Cool. Okay.
Yeah, which is really cool. I don't know if you knew this, but we have the largest adaptive athletic department in the country.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And then we also serve in the athletic department at Pima Community College.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so we exist to be a spiritual resource for coaches and athletes, and during their time in college.
And you played football at U of A.
I did, yeah. A long time ago.
A while back.
Yeah, a while back. No, that was, just an incredible experience for me. And it was actually during that time that my relationship with the Lord began, and that's when I got involved with Athletes in Action as a student athlete.
Okay,
back then.
I think I read that your one of your teammates or your roommate maybe.
Yeah.
Sat down and started talking with you.
That's it, on the locker room couch. Yeah.
Oh wow!
I wasn't a kid that grew up around much religion or anything like that. And so when I got to college, I definitely was searching to some degree. We sat down after practice one Sunday evening on the locker room couch, and he shared with me about Jesus and the gospel. And yeah, it clicked, and I said, man, I want to follow him.
Right.
Yeah. So that's kind of when my journey began.
Very cool. So are you the kind of person, because I remember when I first became Christian and I was going to this church and I was like, this makes too much sense, you know? And so after church, I'd go home and I'd start looking up all the different, things that he said. I'm like, all right, it all lines up. Were you that kind of person that you'd go back and you'd kind of research it and be like?
It's funny. I think as an athlete, or I'm just the type of person that if I'm in, then I'm all in. You know what I mean? And that's the way that I had kind of approached my faith for whatever reason. As you were saying, like all of a sudden something clicked.
Right.
It made sense, and so I jumped in. And similarly, I just wanted to learn, and I knew nothing. I mean, as a kid, I thought Jesus was actually a lamb, like a baby sheep. I didn't understand, like
the symbol and everything.
Yeah. And so I had no idea. And so for me, it was just all very new and very exciting, I think, and also very challenging at the same time. Yeah.
Sure, especially as a young college athlete. And you have all these things hitting you in the face, just all these new experiences and all these temptations, and then you find the Lord, and it's just a different walk.
Completely, yeah. No, that's absolutely the situation. I was away from home for the first time, and what was interesting was like it wasn't like my life was off the rails or anything like that. That is some people's story, and that's how the Lord reaches people in all different ways. But yeah, there definitely was this gap, this void, and I just didn't know. And then all of a sudden, the Lord really filled that, and it made sense and clicked.
Yeah.
So
tell us about your football playing days.
Oh, absolutely.
Give us some stories.
Okay. I've got a few.
Okay.
Well, I was honored to be a part of just one of the best teams that we've ever had at the University of Arizona.
Okay.
And that was in 1998.
The 98 team, okay.
Yeah.
That was 12-1?
12-1.
Yeah, okay. I was in the bleachers.
Okay, let's go.
Yep.
Yeah, that was just an incredible year. And that was actually my first year playing. So I arrived in 97, didn't play redshirted.
Okay.
And then in 98, I was a freshman, playing. And by God's grace, I had an opportunity to work my way onto the field, sometimes in a starting role and sometimes in a support role, but got to play that whole season.
Man,
yeah, it was incredible.
Just to be on the field.
Oh, yeah, man. That's yes. Yeah, that was incredible. And I got to play with some incredible people and incredible athletes, Right. Some of those players that year were Chris McAllister, Trung candidate.
Right.
Ortiz Jenkins, Keith Smith,
right.
They were incredible. Kelvin Ifon.
Was that the year that of the famous flip, or was that the next year?
No.
That was that year. Okay.
Yeah, and we were
in
at the
Washington,
University
right?
of Washington.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember that.
It was incredible.
Yeah.
We kind of marched the offense marched its way down the field, and it was kind of really, really cool. Fun known fact: on that drive, we had installed this new offense that brought 2 quarterbacks on the field. And
right.
Because
you had both of them there. Yeah,
we did. And so it was called QMO, and there was like a 3rd and 19. And when we were about midfield, and that's just a drive crusher, right?
Yeah.
And so we went QMO, and Keith Smith, one of our quarterbacks, threw this deep out to Ortiz Jenkins, our other quarterback, to convert the first down and keep the drive alive.
Oh, wow.
So it's kind of really cool. And then before that, Peter Hansen, this young freshman, about 6'8", who's an incredible. Yeah, he blocks the field goal to kind of put it out of reach a little bit.
Right.
And so there were just so many incredible plays in that game that kind of gave us a chance at the end for OJ to make just an incredible effort to win it for us. So
I remember Peter Hansen blocked a bunch of
he sure
field goals.
did. Yeah. He's incredible. He's doing amazing things, coaching.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Collegiately and in the NFL. And
wow.
He's a stud.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And tell us about playing for Dick Tomey.
Oh, man. I just, I really loved Coach.
Yeah.
Just the way that he cared about people.
Right.
To me, was just significant.
Right.
He'd grab you by the face and just, he just cared about you on and off the field.
Sure.
You felt that.
Yeah.
He'd get on you, for sure.
Of course.
For sure. That tough love was a part of that, but it wasn't out of bounds. It was always,
he wasn't demeaning you or anything like that. Like you said, it was tough love.
Yeah. And I think he really called out the best, at least for me. So, that was an honor. And I think a lot of who I am and how I lead was impacted by him to one degree or another,
Of course.
Yeah. So I'm really thankful for Coach and love he and his wife Nancy and their family, and just really thankful.
Yeah.
Where
did you come out of?
Glendale, Arizona.
Oh, okay. So just up the road.
Just up the road, yeah. Went to Ironwood High School and came on down here after that. So kind of an Arizona boy for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah. My wife won't let me claim it because she was born and raised, and I moved when I was in 4th grade. So she's like, hey, listen, dude.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about the recruiting part of that.
I was kind of a late bloomer, to be honest. Yeah. My junior year was okay, but I was a bit undersized, tall but skinny.
Okay.
And my senior year, I had worked really, really hard from my junior year into my senior year, and had put on about 25 pounds of, good weight.
Yeah.
And so coming into my senior year, I was kind of not on anyone's radar. But thankfully, as I started playing my senior year, there were some schools that started to take interest in some small, UNLV, University of Nevada, Reno, Boise State, which they weren't great at the time. Utah State. And so they kind of were the early, which were Division I schools, incredible. I was so humbled and honored that they were interested, and I was just excited about the process. And then thankfully we had a really great run our senior year and made it to the state championship. Lost in overtime.
Oh, man.
Yeah. But thankfully, I think it was really that run that allowed, just some greater exposure. And that's when Arizona took some interest. And I remember Coach Tomey walking into our living room with his, brown boots. And he knew my brother's names. And I was just, I don't know, there was just something really special about it. And,
Yeah.
and at that point, Arizona was the only Pac-12 school that was interested in me at the time. And so the opportunity to stay local to some degree, there was so much about that was a no-brainer. And I was like, man, I'm in. So I committed on my visit that spring.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then did he tell you that you're going to redshirt or?
Yeah, it was,
or maybe through spring practice.
No. That's great. So yeah, it was a little bit different in those days where my expectation going in was probably that I was going to redshirt.
Okay.
And I just size-wise, I was, still undersized compared to, the defensive ends in the Pac-10 at the time and on our team. And so, yeah, that was kind of a foregone conclusion. And I accepted it. And I was actually okay with it and excited to I wade into college, and have that opportunity to kind of just practice a little bit and go to school and get my bearings before the pressure of playing. And I think it worked out phenomenally for my career.
Of course, yeah, it did. I remember when my son he was either a junior or senior, and he went to the U of A camp. And there was junior college players there too in that camp.
Yeah.
He's like, Dad, those dudes are big. There are some big guys in there,
Well, I think especially for young men, I mean, just those years from 16 to 21 are huge maturation years, just physically, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
That's part of the reason I think why the reclassifying, I'm not sure if you're familiar with that.
Sure.
But yeah, absolutely. Where, we're entering high school a little bit later, allowing kids to kind of, continue to grow and mature and has become just popular, right? And then so just every year, I think, in that range, as you grow and develop, you just get stronger. And in the game of football, that makes a lot of sense,
Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely a huge difference between a high school football player and a college football player.
Oh, hands down.
Just from maturity and just the way your body is built.
Yeah. And then I think depending on the position, right, there's a different mental requirement, right?
Right.
That the high school game, although, it's growing and becoming more complex, is just not the same as the college game, which is not the same as the NFL. You know what I mean? There's just a demand on, you got to be sharp the higher you go to really handle all the adjustments. And then especially if you're playing a skill position, obviously quarterback for sure, middle linebacker, I mean, where you're kind of leading on the field.
Right.
It's going to be tough to be a young player out of high school and step into that role of leadership and handle that. Definitely athleticism, kids can do it all the time, but you really grow in understanding and the game slows down.
Yeah.
Kind of the more you play, I guess you could say.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So.
You're figuring things out.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So I love the athletes that you talk to. Are they like you? They come in as freshmen and they're looking for something. They're searching.
Some.
Yeah.
I would say more and more. A lot of athletes are coming in really looking to excel in their sport naturally.
Of course.
The age of NIL, there's just a lot of other things where the sport is becoming the most important thing.
Yeah.
And generally we catch a lot of athletes on the back end of that when things maybe don't work out the way they thought.
Okay.
And they're kind of going, what's going on here? You know? And I think that's a moment of really a sober moment,
Sure.
Where it's like, gosh, I've put all my eggs in this basket of sport. And if I'm succeeding, it's really not satisfying. There's still a hole in my soul. If I'm not succeeding, man, I'm really, gosh, this thing that I've so wanted isn't happening and I'm just reeling. And I think it's those moments that are the most beautiful that we have with student athletes to really share with them about, the Lord and how God's desire for their life and then the gospel and the good news and the grace that God offers is just significant and transformative.
Yeah.
And it's those moments that are, I think, the most special that we're finding.
Very cool.
Yeah. More than just a kid who maybe grew up going to church or something like that. I mean, after a while, kind of students have to kind of decide, is this something that I want to pursue? And is this real? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's at those T's in the road that we exist. And honestly love it. That's the favorite part of the job.
I can see that, like you're saying, that, kids, putting everything into one basket, all their eggs in one basket. I mean, if you're a football player all your life, or a basketball or a baseball player, whatever it is, all your life, like that's your identity.
Yes.
And then you get up to a level and you're not the guy anymore, You're not the big man on campus anymore, because everyone else is the same size as you, or they're faster than you, or stronger than you. And then you're like, what am I doing? Who am I? What's my identity now?
Yeah. No, you're exactly right. That's the challenge. You nailed it on the head.
Yeah.
To get to a Division I school, you've got to be elite. And you're used to, in your pond, having great success.
Right.
And you arrive on campus, and boy, there's now 5 other people that are probably around your level, or 6 or 7 or maybe 10. You know what I mean? And that's hard. That's humbling. Furthermore, there's a transition with your coach, right?
Right.
When you're at a high school and you're the top in that city or on that team, there's a different relationship that you have with the coach. Now you're one of many, and maybe there's a few others in front of you, and there's all of a sudden that relationship shifts. And that's hard to deal with. And the pressure maybe that now starts to come with that, where if you're a basketball player or a football player or some other, where there's an NIL deal attached, now there's money attached.
Yeah.
And the pressure of performance is heavy and weighty and significant. Furthermore, you're leaving a school, you're leaving and going to a place, and so you feel maybe some of the pressure of your community behind you. Man, I feel the pressure to succeed, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so there's a ton that student athletes are carrying that is unseen, and that honestly does present significant weight in their life, Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is. It is. So I'm sure that there's opportunities not only for you to witness, but also just to help counsel and kind of, bring those kids back down to earth. Maybe they're on the edge.
Yeah.
And they don't know what to do, or they're going to make a bad decision.
Yeah. No, absolutely. That's a big part of it. And I'm not licensed to counsel or anything like that, but we do journey with people and listen, and where appropriate, we point them to those professionals that can help in those acute situations for sure. And also, the university has tremendous resources as well in terms of our life skills department, and also our mental health support system there, sports psychology, and just in addition to athletic training and just all of the resources around them. And so there are supports there for student athletes, and we like to say we're a different support. We're a spiritual support system. You know what I mean? And but it also, there's shame and stigma that comes with some of that, where it might be hard to reach out to one of those olive branches or one of those ropes, right?
Yeah.
To help pull up.
Right. They're like, what if someone finds out?
Correct.
Or what are my teammates going to say?
Yeah. Will this hurt my playing time? Will the coaches think I'm weak? And obviously, those are very real feelings, and due to FERPA, obviously, students' healthcare rights are protected, and so they're, that's a protection they're given. But those feelings are genuine. Anyway.
Of course.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's take a quick sponsor break. We will be back in just a couple minutes with Southwest Flavor.
In Marana, community isn't just where we live, it's who we are. And at the heart of it all is the Marana Chamber of Commerce. We are building a thriving community through connected business leadership. We start the month bright and early with Marana Mornings, sparking real conversations and connections. We celebrate growing networks at our 4th Tuesday mixers, hosted in exciting spaces. We unite visionaries and leaders at Impact Marana, driving meaningful progress together. We look ahead with Marana Insights, hearing directly from regional voices about what's next for our town. And we serve, through the passion of our board of directors and ambassadors, creating a culture of belonging through service and leadership. Because of our members, we're not just doing more, we're becoming more. Together, we're shaping the future of Marana. We are the Marana Chamber of Commerce.
Looking for a delicious meal or a place to cater your next event? Visit Tucson Tamale Market, located at 7286 North Oracle Road. They're a family-friendly restaurant and market offering authentic tamales and local products. Don't miss out on their summer bi-weekly specials. Try a new $10.99 meal special every couple of weeks. During the summer, enjoy their gift card special. Buy $50 of gift cards for only $40. Stop by and see what's new at Tucson Tamale Market.
Estrella Insurance on Irvington Road will help you with all your insurance needs. If you feel like you have a hard case due to a moving violation, a DUI, a suspended license or a car accident, contact us and come to Steamy Insurance on Irvington Road and get a quote today. Open late hours y hablamos español. Estrella Insurance, an agency you can trust.
My heat and air, we're in a state of disrepair.
The monsoon season is here, and Pixrock's Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing wants you to beat the heat and keep cool all summer long. Now through the end of August, we are offering a $49 diagnostic special. Our highly trained AC technicians are ready to battle the intense summer heat, so you don't have to. Call us at 520-492-0748 or picturerockscooling.com.
Picture Rocks Cooling, Heating, and Plumbing.
Therapeutic Ranch for Animals and Kids is an inclusive community empowered and united by the strength of the human-animal bond.
It taught me responsibility. It taught me kindness and social interaction.
We have programs for every member of our community.
I love track because I have 2 daughters. We come out here and get all of our energy out.
Track is my home away from home.
You can make a donation or even become a monthly donor.
Thank you for supporting Track, Tucson's Ranch. We hope to see you here soon.
I've had water and mold damage in my house twice. Both times I freaked out, but I called Steamy Concepts right away. If anyone tries to tell you to use someone else, just say no way and call Steamy today.
About a year ago, we had a flood in our kitchen, and we didn't think to call anyone else but Steamy Concepts. They were very professional, and we really enjoyed working with Steamy Concepts.
Steamy Concepts accepts all homeowners insurance. Call Steamy today or go to steamyconcepts.com.
We are back. So you graduated from the U of A after your playing days.
Yeah.
And then you left Tucson, and then you got a call back
Yeah.
to come back to Tucson and come back to Athletes in Action. Tell us about that.
No, absolutely. Well, I wanted to keep playing, and so I had finished my senior year, and the one opportunity that I had presented was to play in the Arena Football League.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
who'd you play for?
the Arizona Rattlers.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
So I left school early in about April and went up to Phoenix for a tryout, made the team, and I had to tell my professors if I could finish my last, couple weeks of classes,
right,
kind of from distance,
Yeah.
Thankfully they were okay with it. And I joined the team. I was on the practice squad for about 8 weeks, and then I made the active roster.
Oh, cool!
So that was fun. So I got to play in 2 games.
Yeah,
and
that's such a fast-paced version of football.
It was a blast.
Yeah,
it was a blast. I feel like I really caught. At that time, the Arena Football League was just on the upswing. We got picked up by NBC. It was just
okay.
It was incredible. It was incredible, and we had an incredible team that year. And I got to be a part of. We lost in the Arena Bowl. To San Jose. But it was just a fun year. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So that was incredible. So that was kind of like that summer of after college, I guess you could say. And
so that was around maybe like 2002?
Nailed it.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the summer of 2002. And then there was this legendary coach that I wanted to learn from. In fact, one of my teammates, Jason Johnson, who was a quarterback at Arizona.
Yeah.
So his grandpa was a head football coach at this small Division III school.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's a legend. He had won several national championships and kind of like Coach Tomey, but had a different approach to coaching. And I was like, I want to see that in action.
Right.
So we finished the Arena Bowl. We get home. My wife and I pack up our little truck and we drive from Phoenix, Arizona up to Puyallup, Washington, just south of Tacoma.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I coach that fall. Now, they didn't have any money to pay me, but they said, listen, if you'll do the laundry for the team, and, I worked some construction in the morning, and then I went and coached D-line and got to learn from Frosty Westering in the afternoon, and it was amazing.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
What'd you take from that?
Oh, well, the biggest thing is just what he called the inner game.
Okay.
Yeah, and so, so much of... we spend a lot of time working on the outer game, right? In any sport that you play, right?
Sure.
The tactics, the physical, our approach, our strategy, all that kind of stuff. But there's this inner game that's going on that is how we think about ourselves, the game, competition, others. And he really had developed a system to incorporate that into their program in as much of an emphasis as was the outer game on the field.
Oh, wow.
And they just saw tremendous success.
Yeah.
And I really I took that into my own coaching. And I still, even in my work with athletes today, use a lot of the resources that he used with his team in 2003. Sure. And just significant, really, really good stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I mean, that's something that, is a life changer. It really is.
Big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, big time. It was...
most of the time, the battle's going on between your ears.
Oh.
Your worst enemy a lot of times is the voices in your head.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then how do we help people to, number one, recognize that, and then give them some strategies and tools to begin to engage.
Right.
Yeah. So in my own personal coaching, and I just have always carved time to what I say, have inner game as part of our practice. And
sure.
So, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty cool stuff.
I'm sure that's something that you passed on to your kids too.
Tried to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've tried to. They could be a little hard-headed. No.
It is always hard for kids to listen to their dad,
Of course.
But then you can have another coach telling them the same thing, and they're like, oh, yeah, well, coach said this.
Right. It has been one of the joys of my life to have been able to coach our kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I shouldn't give them a hard time because they are tremendously coachable and have been receptive to their dad, and they probably shouldn't have been. Yeah. Cool. So I left that in 2000. That would be the fall of 2002, coaching with Frosty. And I went back to training camp with the Arizona Rattlers for my second year. And I didn't make it out of that training camp. I got cut.
Okay.
Like, what am I going to do with my life?
Yeah.
And I started substitute teaching. And then I had an opportunity. I got drafted to play in NFL Europe.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So here I am. I'm substitute teaching and I'm training. And I fly out to Orlando for training camp for NFL Europe. I don't make the team. I didn't pass my physical due to an injury in high school, which was really tough. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So I'm, 24 hours later, I'm back on a flight home going, okay, Lord, what am I going to do with my life?
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed teaching. And sure enough, the superintendent of the school district that I had been teaching in, I had gone into his office and I said, hey, would it be possible to teach? And he said, well, let's take a look at it. And sure enough, there was an opening at Centennial High School in Phoenix. And and so I got a job teaching. And I did that for the next 8 years of my life, and I really loved it.
Yeah.
And every Friday we did Character Fridays, which was just inner game. It was inner game in a school setting.
Yeah.
And to this day, some of my old students, and they're adults now, they're like, man, Character Fridays, we loved them.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on today.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Yeah. It was great. I'd love to have you on another time.
That would be awesome. This was such a joy.
Okay. Very good. Well, this is another episode of Southwest Flavor. Join us every Tuesday and Thursday at 9 a.m. We'll see you on